I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
I'd better
What
keep
if
an
he
eye on
stinks
high
like
places
this?
around the school for
What? Don't be
Zenobia's
silly, it'll wear
gobstones.
off in a few hours, I think.
You think?
It didn't before. That other boy was like it for a week.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time, it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
What are you up to now?
Revelio! Accio! I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
This is my sister's first year.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I'd like to do some window shopping.
Revelio.
My favourite room in the school is the library. It always smells of fresh parchment. Oh, I've been turned around on those one too many times. I simply avoid it now. I enjoy divination.
Revelio.
can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Revelio. Here's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned. Revelio. I don't have anything for this at the moment.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
This place has seen better days.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hog's Head, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
My first employment was at
Revelio. Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
how simple their lives are. I like really hard.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, And my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a great betrayal. My job instantly, and Rosie as well.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take
Tony
Harlow
in here?
down.
Yes, sir.
Nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen
How you
upon
guys
it,
feeling?
I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
I'm fine.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr.
How's
Bickle's
Aaron
friends.
I took a nap after practice.
Did Houston lose?
Aren't they? I think they're playing now, aren't they?
No, they played at 6.
Oh.
I'm
You didn't ask
pretty
the bar to
shit
put the game
bed.
on?
I was home by 6, bro.
Jesus.
Getting our ass kicked.
I know that the Guardians lost again. So I think I chose a real stinker. No. You guys won, Ty.
Oh, we pulled it out?
23-14.
Nice.
And the Guardians won. I don't know what Facebook was saying. But I say we beat the Bahamas 12-0.
It says you got your ass kicked.
Agabus Filbert
I
must
wish
be around
Michael
here
could
somewhere.
make every game. So I wish you could make every game. Because
Excuse me,
Trenton is,
Mr.
I don't know
Filbert.
what he was on
I
today.
wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow.
We have a new
I hope
defensive
to
end
ease
coming
Mrs. Bickle's
next week,
mind
Ty.
by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me.
You took blood,
But
huh,
I
Michael?
feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
No, he did.
If you had spoken out against him, as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar
Did you meet
fate.
some of those new
You
players
said that
today, or
Harlow
what?
committed an act of violence against
I
him.
knew about
Could
Roe.
you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife,
What about
One of the
Antonio?
guys is related to, is like a cousin of Taliban, so I really don't know how to feel.
one she
This
never
little
had the chance
Antonio
to
dude?
celebrate. I had the
Yeah,
book
and
beautifully
then I
bound
don't
and
know.
plated in gold.
And
One
then
day,
the
Harlow
other
came
guy
to punish me for
came
having
there
spoken
with
out against the Neanderthals that
what was
comprised
his
Brookwood's
fucking
lot.
name?
Before I knew
Bobby,
it,
I
I'd
think is
been
this guy's
petrified,
name.
And Harlow
Yeah.
was rifling through my
Yeah.
home. He found the
He
book
knows
of
his
poetry
ranked, right?
with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my
Go sky
core.
hook or something.
Still
There you
am,
go,
to
that
be
works.
honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose
So,
I have no choice.
oh,
This
where was your
extortion
friend,
can't
Tony?
go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help.
Harker?
Yup.
Harlow
Didn't
does
have a
not like
babysitter.
people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Just don't get what these dudes are gonna do when there's a game.
I guess I would rather them not come and all than them come for a half hour than leave, like Taliban and Brandon today.
Revelio. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Ty, we're doing Saturday and Sunday next week.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Come on, dude. The whole team just rolled up. You got 2 on you now. Only 2. I got lasered, bro.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
I was gonna say it's my banner time, though. That's why I got a ban.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio.
I got shot by all 3 of them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
She was in the room the whole time? Where?
The footprints led to this room. Accio.
Are you freaking out because you thought she was dead?
Revelio.
Like she was in the when until I started getting ready, and then I thought.
Accio.
What do you have to say?
The hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
I know, she looks like she's still half asleep. Oh, yeah, that's not the one I'm talking about. That was Battle Pass skin, brother. Yeah, I have that. I have that.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Yeah, go to the heirlooms. I'll show you, it's in there. Yeah.
Just keep an eye out.
So that dude just said, I got their banners, screw it, I'm gonna fight. Inside of my ankle don't hurt no more.
Oh, that's good.
Outside still hurts.
Shudders when they see me come.
Revelio.
She moving?
Hey.
Is there food?
Upwards work for him.
Nuisance when supplies run low, though.
Was it Upper or Lower Hogsfield that we raided last week? I ought to pay that.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Afraid to face me? Knew you were still hanging about.
Expulsion!
Stupid. Imperial.
I didn't even know where they were, to be honest with you.
Potato.
I haven't even had my tea yet.
Confringo.
That one's hurt.
Quite conductive, aren't we?
Potato. Bombarda. Confringo.
I'd rob my own father if there were galleons in it. Not my mother, mind. Revelio.
No more ones here. I sense it.
Someone over there.
So you got training tomorrow, Tone, or what do you got to do?
Yeah, I got some onboarding stuff to do tomorrow. I think that's why I don't have to go into 9:30.
Why ping shit and then put it on? I don't understand it. I'm gonna ping her when she's down. I'm not even gonna revive her.
What are your faults, John?
found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do. Over here. I need your help.
Otherwise, I'd have picked up one of the 800 she's paying.
Mr. Rabe.
Over and over
Daisy
and
told me you'd
over
been abducted.
and over.
She spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
That thunder's loud.
The Thunderdome.
Revelio.
Somewhere in this room. I can tell.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. If Natty couldn't summon Mr. Rabe's wand from her cell, it must be blocked by something. Mr. Rabe's wand must be nearby if he can sense it from his cell.
What's your dress code, Tony?
He said just to wear casual in sneakers tomorrow, and then he give me the full rundown on dress code. I probably have to wear probably a certain kind of boots since I'm delivering to roofers and stuff. I'm sure I gotta wear something a little more fancy than just sneakers.
They just zipped over here. I done been trying. You guys stayed in that fucking building for a day and a half. Yeah, we should have took this crow's nest.
Aloha Mora.
If you give me just a little bit, I about got my wall. They're here. They just jumped the edge. Don't go over that edge. We need to keep the high ground. Didn't you get one?
Hello, Hamora.
What's that bang? We just gotta get to the ring.
Mr. Frame's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
Yeah, I know. Motherfucker.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Damn. I was working, bro. I was working. They lost because I took out that barrage. Dude, if I had Caustic, I could have won that game for sure.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an
Oh,
end
you
to
guys,
Harlow
you
once
guys
and
go all the
for
way to
all.
4 today, Tone?
We went to like 3:45.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see.
The
But you can leave
offense
this to
turning
me.
around at all?
Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not
Yeah.
like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
No, we can't cover Jackson, so.
He's a little boy. Hopefully he knows just quit, don't fight, just go down.
Revelio.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
That other coach, Tony, that Dylan or whatever.
Yeah.
He came over, he's like, "You're the defensive coach, why are you helping him with his helmet?" So I don't give a fuck about his helmet, I'm worried about the 8 people I got playing. He looked at me all funny, but I'm not gonna go away from practice to help one dude with his helmet because he has a mic system in it he don't want anymore. I don't care about that. Just being the same thing.
Excuse me.
So why didn't that other guy practice, Tone?
What other guy? Ryan?
That Ryan? Yeah.
He had fluid in his ankle a few weeks ago, and it's not fully healed yet.
Oh, gotcha. That offensive line today made you guys look like all-stars.
Robbie's not very good.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
Brandon's
He's like
not bad.
40, bro.
Brandon's not bad.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
We have
Deke
one
has
good game.
only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts.
They pulled up
now,
on both
helping
sides.
you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another
They
time.
don't play for a few seasons. You like this place, huh? Good talk. Good talk. You streaming, Tone?
I am.
Oh, he can talk. How long you been streaming?
About an hour and a half.
I like that. Will you ask Aaron if he plans to ride with me and Tony to the first game? Riding with me and Tony to the first game?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
Aloha,
She can ride with. We're taking my mom's van. If you want to tell them that, she can ride with it because we're taking my mom's van. Otherwise, it's like a 2-hour drive.
It's probably longer for her because she's in Lincoln. Two o'clock.
2, I think.
You gotta be there by 1, ready to go.
I'm just trying to get things figured out so we're not all rushing when the time gets here. Alright, tell me it has to be there by 1 o'clock.
Did you hear me about Saturday and Sunday tie?
No.
We're doing practice Saturday and Sunday this week.
Where, Benson?
Yeah, Saturday would be more like the local guys, and Sunday will be like the more of the team.
So do you need me on Saturday? It's probably gonna be skill positions again.
Yeah, if you don't want to go Saturday, you don't have to go Saturday.
No, I just gotta do something with Heather every weekend now. Hey, I'm back. Let's see, maybe if my ankle's better. If she wants to go bowling or something.
Yeah, that's always a good time.
Yes, Tony, you'll get an invite.
Oh no, I'm just saying, you know, it's pretty much, it's one of the things,
So
it's easy to do.
In bowling.
I can't. I'm not like how bowling is. I'm not like that anymore. Ever since the bicep surgery, hasn't been the same.
He said, "I'm not like that no more."
I was never like that. My average was like a 120 for a long time, but yeah, I haven't quite got all worked out since the bicep surgery. Since it was on my left arm, and I throw left.
Did you not come back, Michael? Well, now you're in the ring, about to die. I told you that. I don't know if I can get to you and get back, bro. I have fucking 4 syringes. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out of this ring. What were you doing? No, it always lets you come back if it kicks you. Gatos isn't support, is she? Yeah. No.
I'm meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she
Can't
would
wait
be
for
more forgiving of what I
Wednesday.
have been up to if it came from me.
What's Wednesday?
She likely told
Mandalorian
other
season
professors
3.
and- You tell us quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I am
sorry.
not like that with the 3 times.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Oh, she opened that bin back there.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
Andiska.
Andiska.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I had to teach Zach defensive end today, Ty.
Not a smart push now.
What are you up to now?
Why can't I tell? Are these two beefing or something, Michael?
Revelio.
Oh, my exams. Not one of them deserves more than a T. Might as well be surrounded by Jarvies.
Revelio.
That Loa really wants that care
If someone
package.
gets struck by a cursed broom, we do hope it's you.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
How far are you on Harry Potter?
I think I'm about 25 hours in.
You ever seen Ace Ventura when he's in the jungle and he throws all of his shit into the cave at the bat, even his flashlight?
Yeah, because he's afraid of bats.
Yeah, that's what I just did with all my throwables. Now I'm upset.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
That chick really died in the storm.
Revelio.
Galleons and a historian's uniform. It was brilliant, Solving.
OJ in my
Keep an eye on
veins.
high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
At least you got some points out of it, Michael. Second.
Do you know your stats for road games, Michael? Are you going to make?
Games.
All right.
How many away games do we have? 4?
5.
5 and 5. Everybody makes it.
All depends on how well we do. Or you can, yeah. Rather not have home field advantage. That's a lot of money to pay for.
Yeah, refs are like $500 a game.
Revelio.
Why are we not ranked?
Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Revelio.
Oops! Did Peeves make you jump?
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings! Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I'm sorry to say I haven't found any more.
Oh, how unfortunate. I was hoping
I was like,
you
wait, that's a
found them
Pathfinder that
and
smoke.
remove those blasted moons.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
You are to be commended for your bravery and valor, especially since they can only be collected at night.
What time we get off tomorrow, Tone?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm doing a full day. I don't know what's going on.
I'm trapped. How am I supposed to get out of here? Accio. Levioso.
He gave me Jump Master, Michael. Michael. Yeah, I told you that. There's so many people here. There was a bloodhound behind us too, so be careful. Not a good idea. The bird thing's right over there. No, they flew away.
I'd seen Bakar's tower countless times. Never suspected it held the secrets it did.
Yeah, I have it. I'm going in the vault. The ring's coming.
Revelio. Hello, Samantha. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
I am. I'm hoping to get my brother out here soon too, since, thanks to you, he's recovered from his, vegetative state.
Glad to hear it.
In all fairness, I must warn you that I am frightfully good. Shall we begin?
Yes, I'm ready to play.
Then let's get summoning. Accio! Yes!
Accio!
You'll have to do better than that. Yes! You'll have to do better than that. Accio!
Accio!
You'll have to do better than that. How about that? I won! Good match. Care to have another go?
But of course.
Splendid! Accio! Yes!
Accio!
On the top of this hill.
That was sensational! Yes! What was I thinking?
Accio!
How am I to top that? A draw? That simply won't do. A rematch then.
I don't either.
Good match. Care to have another go?
But of course.
Splendid! Accio! What was I thinking?
Accio!
That was sensational! Accio! Yes!
You good? I think I was gonna call it anyway and go eat some food and go to bed. I gotta wake up early.
How am I to top that?
Alright, Tony, I'm gonna leave you.
Alright, brother.
Have fun on your Harry Potter.
I will.
Yes!
Talk to you later.
Thanks, Blair.
That settles it, then. After your poor show against Natty in class, I thought I could beat you. Appears I overestimated myself.
Don't say that, Samantha. You're a fine player.
Well, that's very kind of you. Let's just say if I'm good, then you're better. I happen to know who you're up against next, and she's no shy opponent. Best of luck.
Revelio. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
Revelio. Accio.
Aloha Mora.